late Reverend Ukpai was sharing testimony. Those were testimonies that gingered us as upcoming Christians then to pray harder, to seek the face of God harder. What was the testimony? How he went for a program in Saudi Arabia. If you know Saudi Arabia very well, you know that it's not a Christian country. So on the first day of the program, things went well because he had an interpreter. The second day of the program, miracles everywhere. The blind one were receiving their sight. Miracles were happening. The king of that very state heard about what happened and stayed alive. So on that third day, the king entered with his entourage and asked them to stop whatever they are doing. That Ukpai have to prove himself that indeed it was God that is using him. And he must prove himself in two ways. The king said to them that he has a nephew, a son to his brother, who has been lame for so many years. They are going to bring that boy to this crusade ground, and Oma must heal the boy. And not just that, that same God who can use him to perform miracles, make the lame to walk, the blind to see. If such a thing is real, that he doesn't think that Oma still need an interpreter to interpret that same God supposed to put their language in his mouth to speak. So as they are waiting for his men to go and bring his nephew to the crusade ground, Oma should preach on Saudi Arabia language. We are not talking about a fabricated story. We are talking about a man who just left this planet Earth some weeks ago. He said, as soon as that man said that, in the spirit of God said, accept. He said, but being a mortal, he was still afraid because he don't speak Saudi and he don't hear Saudi. He said the next thing the voice of the Lord said to him, speak in tongue. Oma said that he spoke in tongue for complete 10 to 15 minutes, and everything he was speaking, they were understanding. Can such a thing still happen in our time? There are some miracles that happen in the Bible days that if they repeat itself this day, number one, bloggers will drag you. Your fellow men of God will call you out. Jesus was saying something. I think that was his last statement to his disciples. The day he called them, he said, I give unto you power and I give you dominion. Mark 16. Afterward, he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat and upbraided them with their unbeliefs and hardening of heart, because they believed not them which has seen him after he was risen. And he said unto them, he said, go ye into the world and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved. Verse 17, and this sign shall follow them that believeth. In my name they shall cast out devils, they shall speak with new tongue, they shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. After the Lord has spoken unto them, he was received up into heaven and sat on the right hand of God. Every single thing that Jesus came up with, he transferred it to his disciples. I want to tell you what resurrection power does. The Bible says, and if the power that raised Jesus from the dead comes upon you, he said that the same power that raised him from the dead will vitalize your mortal body. But it's quite unfortunate that many believers ended at that knowledge of his birth. There are some believers that do not know him to the extent of his death, and there are yet more many believers that do not know him to the extent of his resurrection. And these are three stages of Christianity, but majority are operating at the first stage. A kindergarten Christian knows Christ only at the point of his birth, but a matured Christian knows him at the point of his death. Then a powerful Christian knows him at the point of his resurrection. For you to obtain the power of his resurrection, there are prizes that follows it. Jesus was telling Martha, he said, I am the resurrection and I am the life. He said, whosoever that believeth in me, the first step to take if you must obtain this power is to believe in him 100%.